go ahead and direct this.
What are we just talking about? World song first?
Yeah, but you got to give an intro to the podcast. You can't
Yeah, I was gonna
half-ass it.
intro it. I don't know which number this is already.
90,
I was
94.
pulling up the stream real quick because I had to turn off Drew's stream so I could actually focus.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to turn off a stream to do the one thing I ask you to do for content a week. My apologies, Mark Z
My
Mini.
bad. My bad. Sorry, how about you just try to
I
watch my
I was
favorite
already
shooter?
told I don't need to share my gameplay. I'm watching Drew Dude, and he takes more importance.
It's not my fault. But anyways, welcome everybody to the Crossover Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Paul Green, and my consistent co-host, David
The Donk.
Jazinok, is here. Yup. This is going to be episode 94, and we are going to be talking about Dave's terrible choices on world songs,
Oh, fuck off.
mainly.
Fuck off.
And honestly, I'm just going to say it like, what made you change? What made you go to bed and then decide that this world song, not that you said it sucks, you didn't say it sucks, but that you just were like, eh.
Well, to answer your first question, what made me go to bed was that I was tired. And I wanted to get sleep before work because I was already working on 5.5 hours. Not like reacting to a world song for the first time when you're already on like 6 hours of sleep from the prior night, tired as hell because it's 1 a.m. in the morning and you know that the upload is going to take forever.
Yeah, that's fair. That is a good
But
point.
honestly, no. So I woke up in the morning and was like, okay, I want to listen to this song again and see what I feel like without the music video. Like, just completely ignore the music video, just listen to the song itself.
Mhm.
And it's good, but the problem is it's good in the same way that other songs before it already are.
Yeah,
If
I get what
it,
you mean.
like, when you take the video away, it's like a combination of Rise and Burn It All Down. Like if you literally just smash those two songs together, that's this. And it's
Yeah.
like, once I realized that, it was like, I can't unhear that. Like you can't take that mental image out of your mind. But then I rewatched it later in the day with the video, and it's like, this is unbelievable. But I
Mhm.
think that's more of a testament to the video than the song. So the song is good. It's not bad. It's just not like, it moved down a few spots because like when I listen to Burn It All Down independently, I don't just think about the music video. Like, it's just in general just feels like a good song that's easier to vibe to than God's is.
Yeah, I haven't actually listened to it without I haven't listened to it with the walk test. Really,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is. Is how does it make you feel when you're walking or in the car? And I haven't given it that yet. I think cuz the video is just that good
Yeah.
and the video resonates with you and the song itself, it has that same I know you were harping on it as kind of a negative, but it's also kind of like the positive too is like it has that riot feel to it. Is that you know what it's going to be, you know what to expect with all the breakdowns and everything. So it's definitely not like an experimental or going into any explorer territory. It's just more like, yeah, this is a
Yeah,
really
it's more of the
good
same.
world song. Yeah.
Which again isn't a bad thing. And like I put this in Discord. It's like, if your worst is a 7 when you go with that
Hmm.
style, then that's great. Sure.
Yep.
But like, me personally, like next year, I don't want another song like this. I don't mind if
Yeah.
we like swap off every other year, like we go for like this traditional anthemic version. But like I was thinking about next year, like if it's in Europe or if it's in China or I don't, China makes it complicated because I don't know Chinese music. But like if it's in Europe, there's a lot of European artists that you could really utilize that I really think
Yeah.
could do a good job with it. But you got to let them do their thing. It was very apparent that like Riot said, "Hey, can we get New Jeans on the song just to say that New Jeans is on the song?"
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
do you think that this would sound better if it was Imagine Dragons singing that than New Jeans?
Hmm. that is a good point. Like maybe it would sound better with a more like not even just Imagine Dragons, like just put any rock guy you could on there. Probably sound pretty hard. But it's like I don't know, I feel like for them at this point they've gotten to the stage where they're like, it's not working every time we do uh like outside artists because when they went Lil Nas X and Zed, like and both of them really took over the song and
Yeah.
did their own kind of thing, people just weren't vibing with it.
I will
They weren't
say
really opening their
Zed's
mind
was
to it.
early enough that I'm willing to cut some slack. They didn't have a clear vision for what the world song should be at that point. Because think about it, you had Warriors. They immediately
Yeah.
follow that up with Worlds Collide, which is like not. It's similar, but it's really not the same thing. And then you have Ignite after that. So it's like they're that was the first time that they really like fully gave it to an artist that isn't within that Imagine Dragons like wheelhouse.
Yep.
That I'm not gonna fault them for it. The Lil Nas X one, sure, that I'll give you that like you gave it to the artist, they didn't do enough with it to like really match the tone.
Well, I liked Ignite though. That's the thing. But when it came out and everybody was hating on it, I was like, because I liked Zed at the time. Like he was really popular, so he made the song, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But then everybody hated it, and I was like, yeah, it's just never gonna happen. Like, there's never gonna be a time where unless there's an orchestra theming behind it, that people are gonna like the song. Because Imagine Dragons just went and you could tell actually collaborated with like Riot and got them to help give them that orchestra background.
Did they? Because I feel like Imagine Dragons has
They
always
might
kind
have
of had
not.
that.
True, they might have not worked with Riot even, but they did the same orchestra ideas and had their drums,
Now you have me
and it was just
curious.
like it was just more like of what we were used to with a world song.
I'm
So it
checking
wasn't as like
the credits to see if
yeah, because they might have not worked with them at all.
because if they didn't, then I think that speaks more to just like people having a preference to the exact
True.
musical style that Imagine Dragons is, not necessarily that Riot Games, did anything spectacular to a certain extent. I don't know what the.
Hmm.
Here we go. Yeah, it is entirely an Imagine Dragons song. There is nobody from
Really?
Riot listed on the written by or produced by credits. Or let me just make sure. Alex the Kid. Alex the Kid.
Because was Rise made with in collaboration?
Uh, yeah. Let me go to the credits of Rise to double check. Rise.
Yeah, it was. It was made in collaboration.
Yeah, it was performed by League of Legends. It was written by Justin Tanner, Alex Seaver, Sebastian Najan, and source of like it was Riot Games and Warner Chappell Music. So yeah, it was Riot Games on that one. And then Legends Never Die was also Riot as well because that was Mako, who works with them.
Yeah. Mako, Glitch Mob, all them types.
Yep.
Like bunch of cool EDM guys. And that's where I think her like Ignite was that you could tell Zed kind of did more of a Zed style. And I think at the time people wanted more of the what I guess Riot's music does,
Yeah.
which is they have their own style for sure. And
Do you like that?
I don't know.
Are like okay? My question to you: are you okay with that? If every world song from here on out is Riot's own thing, and they never branch out and give another artist like another chance, are you okay with that, or does that get old to you at some point?
I think it's I don't know. I think it's like kind of good in the sense of Riot does a good job of making music based upon for an event. So that part isn't bad, but it does suck that like people or artists don't have any real leeway
Yeah.
without taking it on the shins cuz it's like I don't know. I really liked Ignite cuz I was like you could tell it was a Zed song that actually had some like to kind of pump you up, which he wasn't really doing a ton of. Most of his stuff was more like dance music. This one seemed like it was more to try to get you to want to
Really?
work out or play a game.
You didn't get the same vibe listening to Ignite that you got with like Clarity and Spectrum?
Like they're really good for that. Like they can make you want to work out EDM music, but I felt like Ignite did a good job of making you feel like you wanted to like compete, reach for something
Yeah, no, okay,
like
that's
that
fair.
kind
Yeah.
of like vibe push. And because I mean, most of Zed's music is like hype dance, whatever, like
Yeah.
get your heart rate up music. And I will say, like, they did reach, I guess, a little bit with Lil Nas X because he's not like a dance guy. But if you like look at the song, like you've said and you've defended it, like if you do look at it as an outside song, like it's a good song to get you to dream about something, to want to accomplish something, to want to go out of your way and be more than what you are.
I feel like that's actually, I think you're hitting on something really big that I don't think most people talk about. People, it seems like, really want the world song to just be that, like, I'm going to punch a hole in the wall type hype that you said, like, is a great gym song, etc., stuff like that. People don't want that song that you can just put on, walk around, and dream. And,
Yep.
like, that to me, I'm biased, obviously. Like since 2017, I've lived in a place where like that is what I do. So like that's why those types of songs mean more to me. Why it's harder, and I've never been able to put that into words, and I think you just did very well. Of like I can't listen to Rise or Legends Never Die when I'm walking down the streets of New York. It's too much.
Hmm.
It like it yes, it makes you want to run into a wall, but then like okay, but then I'm stuck walking still, and then
Yeah.
you kind of crash afterwards, like after you listen to it. You need a certain level that like just hits you right and you can just go. And I feel like Star Walking is that for me. It just is. And that's why I love it so much. But I get now that you say it like that why people don't like it. Also, the music video was fucking terrible, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. But it's definitely like it's tough because it then makes you think like for the future songs, I assume they're all gonna follow the style
I hope
more
not.
because people are loving this. Like, well, they're eating it up.
Oh, I know.
So
It's the fifth most
yeah,
watched League of Legends video debut in 24 hours.
really,
Yeah. The only
yeah,
one that
that's
topped
gonna
it is More when KDA came back. Like, or well, not the only one, but like that's the most watched within 24 hours.
yeah. It's just super hype and everyone's loving it. And yeah, looking at it now, it has 7 million views already in what 21 hours. So
Yeah.
this video is gonna probably pop, and it's gonna be promoted the rest of the tourney. So it's just gonna keep getting good numbers all tourney long, and I'm sure like the New Jeans army is getting behind it or whatever. So
You said it's at 7.2?
it's at what?
7.2 million right now?
Uh, I just see 7 mil on YouTube's thing.
Okay. So
Number 5 on trending.
number 5 on trending. Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Holy shit. So number 1 or most viewed League of Legends videos in the first 24 hours. Number 1 was More, the KDA comeback. Number 2 was Warriors, but not the original Warriors, Warriors 2020 when the
Yeah.
cinematic used it. Like the two-way version, the like
Yep.
slowed down orchestral. 3 is The Baddest, which was KDA's first song when they came back. And as of right now, this would put it at number 4 with 7.2. And it just has to pass 7.4 to beat The Baddest. Right after that is The Call at 6 million and Giants at 5.1.
It's at 7,092,000, so I could see it hitting 7.5 in 3 hours.
It could. It just
Pretty
depends on how much. It
realistically.
depends on how much the New Jeans stands stream
Yeah.
it and like really pump
Yeah.
up the numbers on it.
I mean, to be fair, like animation style and video style, this one
Incredible.
killed it. Knocked it out of the park. The musical style, fantastic too. Like that opening drop being like that was one thing we talked about last week. Will this is the cut gonna be midway through the song or what? No, it's literally the intro. So that's pretty good. I liked that because then it left me going. Like I honestly, first thing I noticed was that I sat there and went, "Ooh!" So like we're about to just experience this. Like there's nothing, there's no me going, "Oh, I wonder where the teaser's at." Like that
Yeah.
it was the teaser, so that was good too. And I'm really hoping this one keeps going and the legs keep staying on it. Like the True Shot thing coming out was a pretty big deal, and I'm curious what they do with that. I hope it's not like something where I forget which Worlds it was. Wasn't there one where they dropped a song and then they dropped another song like midway through? Or was that the
Wait,
one
what do you
with
mean?
Warriors where they had like Warriors, but then
Words was the
or
opening cinematic though, wasn't it?
was it the opening
That was
cinematic?
2020 beginning of the year opening cinematic. The only one where they
There was
dropped like
one world where I remember they just kept like they had two songs, I thought, or something like throughout the
oh
tournament.
no, you're thinking of like 2021 and KDA or 2020 and
Oh, okay.
KDA where like they had Takeover and the World's Anthem, but then uh you had KDA releasing 5 songs throughout the course of Worlds, where they released like the
That's what it
baddest, and then
was.
they released more, and then they released I'll Show You, Villain, and like the rest of the album when that dropped. Giants wouldn't have been it from 2019 because that was just Phoenix, and then Giants premiered
Mhm.
literally at World's Finals. Like that was when it dropped.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Then
think.
yeah, it was probably KDA.
Yeah, I I'm gonna go out on a limb. I mean, actually no, I don't even think this is absurd to say. I think the opening ceremony this year is gonna go down in history as the most viewed of all time. It's not even gonna be close because now that we have
Mhm.
confirmation that this one shot group is a thing, uh, I don't know how many members are gonna be in it. We don't know what all it's gonna be. You gotta like, you got a lot of star power for this opening ceremony. That
Yeah.
depending on how they do the intro and how they premiere that group, I'm not sure how the group's gonna sound at all, which is a little bit like terrifying because it's like it's the same thing. Like we questioned Riot back in 2018 of like,
Mhm.
can you do a K-pop group? And they did it, and they did it well. But if there's one thing that we noticed, especially during the end of like KDA, is like Riot really has a style, like really has a style of music that they like to stick to.
Mm.
If they try to release another album exactly like that for the boy band, I could see people not liking it as much. You got to give them their own sound that sounds nothing like KDA because then people are just going to look at it and be like, well, that's just KDA but male. Like if you're going to have your own group, they need to have their own sound and their own unique identity and everything else.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's gonna be. I mean, this one's gonna be huge, and then it really makes you wonder how they're. It does also make me feel like they're going to China, but it's making me wonder, like next year, how big is China's like world's about to be?
The biggest of all
Because
time. But it's because
because
you're going to
they're
have
like
Arcane.
going all true, because they're going all out for this one. Like this one's kind of crazy. Like the amount of stuff they're bringing in and the K-pop groups they're going into, like the next one might actually just go like insane. Like it's gonna go completely insane.
Which scares me for afterwards because it's like, what the fuck are North America and Europe going to be able to do to ever compete with these 2 years?
I feel like, to be honest, we're gonna get phased out and they're just gonna go to Europe and then go back to Korea. Like
They could, but we still sold out. Like
that's true.
we like despite the problems that we might have as a region, we sold out every stage of Worlds. So I'm not worried about like them coming back here. They got a market here clearly, and obviously there are certain advertisers like Mercedes Benz and Red Bull and some others that like they want a U.S. Worlds. Like they
Hmm.
want that because it's good for advertising dollars for them. And Riot Games, like US, it's a good publicity for them, regardless of whether there's a lot of people in North America playing or not. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
And we hit peak viewership at a time that's worse for everybody else and great for us. So if they can do that, like I know Travis and a few others have been like worried that we're not going to get it back. I'm not panicked. I haven't seen any signs as of yet to say that they're not going to do it.
I mean, we're on track at this point for Taylor Swift
I don't
to
think that'll
keep
ever happen.
the bar going. We're gonna have to pull out all the big guns America is. We're gonna have to be like, all right, we're going to Atlanta and we're bringing every Atlanta rapper we can find.
So, okay, I was thinking about this earlier because I don't, despite liking the World songs, I don't listen to them to hype myself up for Worlds. I listen to normal artists and like normal shit. And I was trying to
Yeah.
think what artist from the US would actually do like a really good job at the World's anthem.
Yeah. What artists in the U.S. would do a really good one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, The Weeknd is my nod, but you're not going to get The Weeknd. He's too big.
Yeah, you like and the Weeknd doesn't.
Oh boy,
I know this was
but the
I
thing,
don't think he
no,
would.
here's the thing. If you're going to do The
It's
Weeknd,
hard.
you also have to get like Future or somebody else with him and just go trap banger. Like pure trap banger.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Because the Weeknd doesn't hype me up the way he hypes you up, I guess.
The one I would say, I don't know if you can afford him, but Fortnite already did something with him. Travis Scott.
Yeah.
You know Travis Scott can put out some banger. Now that might not fit in with the League fan base, but it would be a banger nevertheless.
I mean, like, the Weeknd and Future would be killer, because I was already thinking Future, because I know I jokingly said Atlanta, but, like, really you could just go to Atlanta and find a rapper there. Like, you have 21 Savage, The Weeknd, and Future, you could probably make a good enough song. But I don't really know, like, if you even go rap, because I don't know many rappers that like, are big into video games, like, pushing their video game playing, but I don't like.
I mean, they like Call of Duty. I mean, I'm sure none of them like really care for League of Legends, but if Riot throws the bag at them, is like, hey, I mean,
yeah.
they don't have to be clear. They don't have to, but if you're getting New Jeans to do a World's anthem, I'd imagine you're gonna try and get a popular artist in the U.S. as well.
Yeah, and I just feel like my big thing on like why I was saying a rapper that knows League is because like it was clear that Imagine Dragons, it was a bit of a passion project.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of hype into that. They really pushed the song with Riot. They wanted to be there. Like that kind of stuff really does help sell it when the person knows it. Like no hate on what Lil Nas X did, but you could tell he was paid to be there. Like and that was his job. I feel like if you can get somebody who knows the League, like that really changes it. That really kind of helps it.
The other one that I thought about, but I don't think it would pan out because of the timing of it. Fall Out Boy. I feel like could do a really good World's anthem.
They could.
I mean, Centuries is already up. Imagine if Centuries like was the World's anthem.
Yeah, it would actually be really fun. Apparently, they're celebrities who have openly said that they play League of Legends. Justin Bieber has.
Yeah.
Get Justin Bieber out here.
I don't think Bieber would be the best choice. I also think we're due for like a big female artist. Like a really big female. Imagine if you got Olivia Rodrigo to do like a 90s like pop punk World's banger.
Oh, Olivia Rodrigo? Yeah.
That would be sweet.
I didn't really like her last album though.
You didn't like Guts?
I know that's off tangent, but no, not really.
I'm not gonna say that I liked every song, but I will say I think she has gotten like the 90s style down.
For sure.
I want to see her do something else now.
I will say like that I had a buddy telling me like, oh, she did Scream. She did like a Scream. And I was like, oh, okay, like I'll hear this out. And like it had a lot of likes on Twitter, this video of her screaming. So I was expecting this to be like, oh man, she's trying to screaming, like I wonder how she would even do it, like trying to think how that would sound.
Yeah.
And I heard it was pretty interesting how she did it. It was like smooth.
Yeah.
I've never really heard somebody do a smooth scream. It's definitely not for me, but it seems like her people ate that up. So she's doing a good job. She's still pulling.
What do you think?
She still puts up numbers.
What do you think of Morgan Wallen doing the?
No. Morgan Wallen and Gunna. Let's get them out here.
Gunna could do well.
What's our response to New Jeans and AT's Morgan Wallen and Gunna?
New Jeans and K-pop is all about like, you know, friend
Fine. At this
acceptance
point,
and
just grab Zach
openness and
Bryan.
just fucking make it as toxic as humanly possible. Bring Eminem out of retirement, force him to rap on a video game. The other one that I was thinking
Yeah.
of, like, I know people wouldn't like it. Obviously, I'm biased. But I think you could get Griffin or the Chainsmokers to do like a really good World's Anthem. Because both
Yeah.
of them have a history of like darker EDM bangers, like in a way that Zed can't or doesn't do. That I feel like they could pull it off. But too many people would be biased against them and be like, the fuck? No?
Well, and Chainsmokers just are really good at making good music.
I mean,
Like,
some people don't agree with that, but
well, yeah, but people's hate on them is for making stuff that is pleasing to listen to. Like, if the worst thing you can do is call somebody bland while they're pumping out billion streamed bangers every week, like,
yeah.
then it is what it is at that point. Like, they found a style that hit and they just kept running through it. Like,
the other one I was trying to think would be like J. Cole would be a great one. Get him out to
yeah.
rap. He's got some songs that like if you want somebody that I swear to God, Charlie, no, I don't want one fucking Republic.
Would be fun. I like them.
They would not make a good world
I do
song.
like them.
But I do. Who was I just saying prior to that? Not the Chainsmokers. I was gonna say somebody else. Who was I gonna say? Fuck. Why am I forgetting? Damn it.
I think we should go metal though.
No, because then people are just gonna be like, "Give me Pentakill."
Nah.
And metal,
we
like
don't have to go
you need a style that's gonna blend everywhere. Like it has to be pop punk, or like rap, like mainstream rap in some way.
I'll take Motionless in White.
That's my biggest gripe with the freaking MSI songs. They keep going with like rap, but like really
Give me like
underground rap.
Motionless in White with the Ice Nine Kills visit, and who else would be a good like topper on that?
Disturbed.
Trey was kind of falling off.
Give me
For me
Disturbed.
lately.
I Prevail. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
I Prevail.
No,
Yeah.
I got it. And they have a history in video games, so people will be like, okay,
Kashmir Hurricane.
3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace. They can't. They broke up.
Oh, they broke up. Fuck.
Well, they have a new guy, but the new guy's not.
Oh.
The sound of their old guy went somewhere else because he did something bad. I don't remember what.
No.
And they brought in a new singer who's good. It's just the style of Adam Gontier and 3 Days Grace's band members together was really unique, and separately they haven't made anything unique. Like, and when they both left each other, because he went and made his own band after he got kicked out for doing something bad, and none of it ever worked out.
I can't really think of anybody else that I want on my list. I don't know.
Who made Castle? That is I Prevail. Who's the other one? I can't think of them. I know the band that'll do ups, that could do your ups. Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
You could do them. Just do Bring Me the Horizon and call it a day.
With Europe, I was thinking like if you want to go pop, you could go like Zara Larsson. She's smart.
Yeah,
She's small enough that you could really get something going there. Do you remember the song "Never Forget You" that she did with like some guy named? If you listen to it, you'll instantly remember. But I was like, that could work.
I know I'm biased though, like asking for a metal song, but I would love it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It'd really get me going. But I know that's not what like you would want, because you want music that, like we were talking about earlier, you can walk on the street to and believe to be more. And I'm sitting here just begging for something to get me going.
Hey, I Prevail has some like pop songs that I like. Not many, but like Alone is like a good one. That's like not too much.
Oh, I know this chick.
Who? Oh, Zara Larsson?
Yeah, this Never Forget You song? Yeah. You're right. I heard 1 second of it and I knew what it was.
Yeah. That would slap.
That would
That would
slap.
absolutely slap, and I think it would do well. And it's like that's pop, but like pop in a way that I think people would actually like.
You ever heard Gasoline by Prevail?
I think so actually.
That one will get you going.
I don't know. We got a bunch of good. We've listed a bunch of really good options.
We have.
It's
I'm
on
trying to
Riot.
find the other band I'm thinking of.
It's on Riot Games now to do the right thing and like actually make it happen.
Um, A Day to Remember with I Prevail.
Yeah.
You put them together. That is. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Put them together, but you put them together. That's gonna be a solid song.
That I think it would be. I'll give
Like,
you that.
but that would be very American. I don't know if other countries like really like that other music, and two, like neither of them is really super popular, so I don't know how popular that song would go. But to be honest, like the song could be pretty mid, and with Riot's like promotion and reach, I think it's gonna get 100 million plays regardless.
That's. I feel like you have some leeway to experiment. It's Riot. Like they have a
Yeah,
baseline standard that like you can get away with a lot. So why not do it?
I mean, because so far the Riot system has been like, we make a good song, we make a good song. We call up Imagine Dragons every couple years when we need something for something we really care about, and that's it. Like,
Wait, Black Luigi just called it out. The lead singer of A Day to Remember was the one singing
he's
Takeover,
right. Gosh dang it, I forgot about that.
and it failed. But I blame that on the song. I don't blame that on him. That like okay, that's a perfect example of what I mean. If you're gonna get an artist like that, you can't go Riot standard, which is what they
hmm
did. And because of that, it's like, eh.
I remember being super hype about that too, thinking it was gonna be like crazy, and I was so amped. And then when like he wasn't just doing what he usually does, or it was the beat, because I'm going back now to listen to it. Once I heard the beat start out, I was like, this isn't gonna be what I was expecting, and I just kind of got sad.
I
It
will.
wasn't a bad song.
No, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. The thing I will
hmm
add, though, like the. Oh, fuck. What was I about to say? Shit, I completely forgot. Oh, um,
It was a banger song though. It's a good song.
why am I forgetting? It was going to be something related to next year. Because they. Oh, what was I going to say?
To be fair to that song, or to A Day to Remember, I think the some of the other artists they chose to do with it made no sense.
Yeah,
Thinking
that's
about
fair.
it, like from a perspective, they chose a pop guy with a guy who's a part of like kind of a more like punk-ish metal band. Like there's some metal in A Day to Remember, and there's a lot of like more not punk. I don't know what you call them even. Just rock. They're standard rock, and yeah, I just don't see how rock and like pop. I don't see the vision that they saw when they were picking the pieces to that.
No.
I think it made it a hard puzzle. And it was very clear when the song came out, it was not something that they, like, I would say dominated on.
No, definitely
Like,
not.
but
Anything else you want to say on the anthem before we move to pick'ems and the actual tournament? Because this is the last podcast that we're doing prior to the tournament actually kicking off.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't really have much else to say on anthems because I think this anthem, like, it's just a pretty accepted answer. It did good.
Yep, I agree. Do you want to share your screen for the pick'ems and we can debate them?
Yeah,
Luigi, we'll do a world song tier list next year. I like it. Like I already did my list, and I'm kind of over the tier list being done for all of this.
I need to run to the bathroom
I
real
just
quick.
want to give it a year at this point to just everybody like let the song settle in. I will say I think the song will go up in most people's rankings if and only if JDG win. Because then the whole song is themed right after them. In the same way that like Star Walking fit perfectly with DRX and Phoenix fit with Phoenix and Takeover was great for um takeover was great for Damwon as they like officially took over during their reign and then burn it all down. Uh, EDG kind of like shitting on Korea's, you know, years of excellence and dominance. I don't know. I'm just saying there's potential there. There's a lot of potential to be had there.
It is funny that they chose the year to do gods. They got so lucky that the year they chose that theming, that JEG comes in and just starts curb stomping everyone and their mom.
Yeah.
Like, cause dude, watching those Chinese games, like they would dead, like they were just chilling every game. And they would like if they played a bad team, they would usually lose a game, and then they would go, "All right, let's finish this off." I don't remember my password. You
Bro,
rats.
I'm seeing clips right now of Modern Warfare 3 and it looks so goddamn good. Holy shit.
I'm happy for you and all the
I cannot wait.
for people. If you haven't played in a few months, check back. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Paul's not going to be able to log into his account to make the picks.
Boom.
You're in?
I got it.
Nice.
I decided to use Opera for this one.
I will say I really like what they did with it this year. Like really, really liked it, how they set it up.
The song?
No, the pick'ems.
Oh. At first I thought you were talking about Opera GX.
No. Opera GX is the GOAT though. I thoroughly enjoy it as a browser.
I don't know how good this is gonna stream or send out to you because I have a lot going on with my or the internet here is really bad, so
We will see. Go ahead and boot it up and then
20 Worlds predictions, blah blah blah. Don't care, don't read. Okay. I can't read.
I know that. That's a fact. Let me go there.
Holy cow, there's so much to do.
I know. That's why we got to get to it.
Oh my gosh. Picks lock in 5 days.
Yep. Picks lock just in time for.
Choose 2 teams to advance.
Well, hang on.
I'm
Pull
not
it up
doing
on
any of
stream.
them. Don't worry. I know you are. I'm not doing anything. I'm just reading. I'm reading
Don't
ahead.
read until you're on stream. Don't you know how reactions work?
I sent it to you. Or I went live.
Why is it not showing in the room?
You can't see that I went live?
Well, no. You should be able to share your screen in the room, like in this room
Oh, I
itself.
can just.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you just gotta click the button. Like I went
Yeah, but then I
live.
lose our video feed.
Oh. I mean,
I need our video feed in there, if at all possible.
I don't know what else to do. I clicked the share screen button.
Oh wait, hang on. Okay, there we go. I got it. Let me.
I was gonna say, I didn't know you were waiting on me. I was like, I've already went live, bro.
I need to wait.
How many reverse sweeps will there be at Worlds? I don't know. That's a tough question because there was a lot this year. I feel like.
Go.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there weren't. No, there were. There were quite a bit more than usual. At least in an A.
Yeah. Okay. There's only 9. So wait, where's all the best of 5s? There's 4 quarterfinals, 2 semifinals, 1 final. It's 6. Oh, the two qualification best of 5s. That makes sense. And then the one best of 5 between Golden Guardians and BDS. I would say what, 1? You think?
What, best of reverse sweeps?
Yeah. out of 9 series. We don't get reverse sweeps all that often.
You can do 3+, 1, 2, or 3+.
There's no way it's 3+. We had what, 1 last year?
I don't know.
And prior to that, like the odds of series going to 5 games is slim to none.
You want 1. I'm feeling like 2's a good middle ground for us.
If you want to, then go 2.
Well, I don't. We're doing it together. Are you cool with 2?
I don't think there's any way you have multiple reverse sweeps in the same year.
Really?
When has it ever happened?
I don't know.
Exactly. Like DRX was the only reverse sweep last year.
Who'd they reverse sweep?
Their quarterfinal matchup, they went down 0-2. Was remember the def the inhibitor moment.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go 1. You've talked me into it.
There we go.
What will be the longest duration of a single game at Worlds? 55+ for sure.
You think?
There's always a 55+er just because of Korea.
But Korea's been playing faster this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're right. 1 might. I just feel like 50 to 55 feels like that sweet spot.
What was the longest game in LCK this year?
The better question is like,
Let
what
me
was the
Google
longest
it.
game of last year?
The longest game of LCK this year was 51 minutes.
Yeah, so you're expecting it to go even further than that?
Yeah. Probably not now.
I'd
The
say,
longest game of LPL was 51 minutes.
yeah,
I think 51 is
50 to
gonna
55.
be.
That seems like
Yeah.
the right pick.
Seems like our sweet spot. That seems
The
like our
perfect
sweet spot,
middle
but it was
ground.
all crappy teams. So I
Yeah,
kind of want to go short.
but there's going to be crappy teams at Worlds too. The minor
Yeah, that's
regions are going to
true.
be there.
None of the good teams played long games.
No, because they understand how to close it out. It's going to be like Loud versus freaking PSG. That goes like to 55 minutes.
Loud has a 55-minute. Ooh. Do we go 55?
If you want to risk it for the biscuit, I'm down.
Do you think one of those games will be 55 though between the wild cards?
I don't think so. I think it'll end 50 to I think it'll be 50 to 55 at most.
We'll live with it. I'll live with it. How many pentakills will there be? 3+.
Definitely 3+, without question.
Yep. Which Drake will be killed the most at Worlds?
That's potluck. That's that's a crapshoot.
The worst one.
I was gonna say Cloud because I feel like the best one is always the.
You like getting Chemtech?
No, I'm saying Cloud is the best one. Therefore, I would say that like the best one happens.
I think Chemtech will happen because everybody hates getting Chemtech.
True. How many Baron steals?
Dude, 9+.
Oh, there's no way it's 9+.
That's so many.
No, that's way too many. It's either 3 to 5 or 6 to 8.
That's what I'm thinking. I guess 6 to 8 is safe. Because if a guy like Piosik makes a run again.
Yeah.
There were 3 in
finals.
in that best of 5 alone.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Yeah.
Almost 2 in one game.
I think 6 to 8. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't think there will be 9+ like
No.
champions. Who will be the most played in the most different roles?
Has to be
played in the
Gragas,
most
right?
different roles. Gragas, yeah, maybe.
Who else is gonna fit in? Like Gragas fits support, jungle, mid, top.
Jarvan.
Jarvan's just gonna be jungle. He's not gonna be played top
Support.
and mid. Rel will be. Maokai's a good answer, I think. Rel, I don't think so.
Maokai's really good. You're right. I think I like Maokai more than I like Gragas. Because I don't see Gragas support happening.
G2's in the tournament.
Have they been playing it a lot?
They play any sort of Yasuo combo. They're down to do it. They also do Senna. So Gragas Senna is another good one.
Tristana's another one.
Ooh, Tristana. I don't think Tristana would ever go top though.
Well, only because you said G2s in the tournament made me think of it. Broken Blade's weird, and he likes to do anything.
I mean, in that case, technically Karma as well.
True, Karma's a good one too. All right, Karma or Maokai? I think Maokai
I
is
think
more
Maokai is
realistic.
going to be the smart pick.
Maokai it is. Who will be picked the most
Kaisa.
during Champion Select? Probably Zeri Kaisis or Zeri Yumi. That was last year.
Yeah.
Who will be banned the most?
Yumi.
Yumi?
Either Yumi or Kaisa.
Is Yumi picked? Yumi sucks.
It's Worlds, bro. She always comes out.
I don't think Yumi gets banned.
In that case, Kaisa.
What about Maokai?
I mean, maybe, yeah. Maybe you're right.
No, because people don't really ban Maokai. They just pick Maokai.
GP is not going to be most banned. That's not happening.
Who will have the most total deaths?
I know most people are gonna go with Nautilus, but I would throw out there Jarvan.
Yeah. Honestly, Maokai.
Do we go Maokai again? I'm down.
Well, because if we think Maokai is going to be picked a lot, then...
Yeah, he's probably gonna die a lot too. That makes sense. Thematic.
I mean, I don't know any of these. I don't know what they're doing in scrims. I'd have to go Google it. The highest win rate, minimum 5 games played.
It's gonna be a champion that literally only has 5 games played and is sitting at like 80 to 90%.
Who's a good one-trick guy? I feel like that's Azir. Azir's always picked by people who like...
No, but Azir's also
love
the
this
default
player.
for like NA and shit like that as we fall back
That's
on it
true.
and lose.
Yeah.
I feel like Ezreal's a good one.
Ezreal's going to be picked banned, though, isn't he?
I don't know. But that's the point. If he's banned a lot, then when he is picked for those few times.
Should we go back and put Ezreal as instead of Kaisa?
No, I think Kaisa's going to be way more prevalent.
Highest win rate. Who do you... I don't know.
But who also gets 5 games? That's the question.
Aatrox.
Oh, yeah, probably. But I could also see us inting on him. I don't know.
Yeah, he could be Inti. Who will play the most different champs at Worlds? What happened to Do and B when we needed him most?
It's got to be
Bradley.
Not Broken Blade.
It's got to be Bradley.
No, actually, I legitimately think it's going to be Broken Blade.
You think he gets far enough to play enough?
Yeah. I honestly believe that G2 is going to semis if they get the right draw in quarters.
We're not even going to talk about it.
Yep. So believe it or not, I actually put Elk for mine.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Just because I feel like they're going to be more likely to get this pop-off game out of fucking nowhere that just has him getting 20 kills.
I mean, you could also put Gala for that, too.
You could put any LPL ADC.
Or Pays. Or Pays. Pays is, like, pretty insane.
Highest KDA, I'm actually going to say, I think it might end up being, like, a jungler.
Navi or June? June... Did you know June averaged 7 kills a game?
In that case, June, did he die a lot?
Yeah.
No, then no.
Who's a good KDA player?
I don't know.
Let's get past all these people. All these guys. There we go. We're to Korea. No.
I mean, Chovy could be it. Chovy's a very...
He is a very high KDA guy.
But the thing is, he's also not going to get a ton of kills. I think Pays might actually be a good answer.
I just feel like Pays doesn't die a lot. It's him or Gumayusi.
No, I think Guma's going to get capped.
I don't think he'll get capped, but who will have the most first bloods?
Konami. That's not.
Nah,
Is that even a
June.
question?
Trust me.
Okay.
It's June.
Okay.
Trust
you.
me. Nah, it's probably Konami.
Konami's
Konami's
also
just
going
better.
all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And we'll play the
Who
most
will
amount
get
of games.
at least one pentakill? That's probably where we'll go, your boy.
Yeah, I could see Elk getting it.
Yeah. Looks pretty good. I mean, who else?
The worst part though is it could be like it could actually be like
Ooh.
Stixay. No, I don't
Hansama.
see Hansama getting one.
Okay.
Not at Worlds. I
Well,
legitimately
do they
could
play in
see
play-ins?
it counts if you get them to win the Worlds qualifying. And in that case, yes, it does count. That's why I'm thinking like you could pick like Stixay from Golden Guardians.
Yeah, you could.
Berserker's not getting a Penna. That's not happening.
I'm just gonna leave it with Elk.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with
I
that.
feel fine with Elk.
Which team from a region with two... So which minor region team will advance the farthest through Worlds? I feel like everybody's going to put PSG.
Yeah.
But Loud is my dark horse.
Well. Loud?
Loud.
Are you like that worried about LCS failing? So you're trying to win over the Brazil crowd?
A little bit. A little bit. We're not
Which
going
team
Gam.
will win?
We saw how absolutely gapped Gam has gotten at the last few international tournaments.
Yeah.
We are not picking them.
We're just gonna go JDG and let that be.
Is it actually going to be JDG though, or is it going to be like somebody else that just like absolutely bully? Like I put in my personal pick'ems, I put T1, just because T1 has those games where they are macro on point.
Yeah, they do.
And just stomp somebody in 15 minutes.
JDG likes to embarrass people that they hate.
True.
Like, let me see. Fastest. Let me Google it. No. Let's see what Google says.
What do I mean? They got a game from top? Who, Gam? Sure, but you realize the win over top esports was by fluke, right?
Yeah, the shortest game of LPL this year was 18 and 40 minutes by JDG.
Okay, then yeah, I'm fine with JDG.
The shortest, we'll see LCK though.
They had the same record as all of NA and G2. Exactly.
LCK was 18 minutes and it was INS versus Hanwha Life.
Yeah, I'm fine with JDG then. I think that's perfectly fine to be.
I mean, it's the same thing. Them or
yeah.
T1. It's the same talent. Which teams will have the most Baron steals at wins? At Worlds, my bad. Canyon.
I think that's actually who I put for mine.
Really?
Yeah, because you can't pick a top dog because the top
yeah,
teams
you
are
gotta
not going
pick
to
a
steal
mid-level
them all that often. Like you need a mid-level that's just ballsy and willing to play like they're like no tomorrow. Actually, you know who might be a good answer? G2.
Yeah. Do you think EK can do that?
Yike.
Or Yike?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, I do. If you
Which team will
don't
win
pick
Worlds?
NRG, you're not my friend.
I picked NRG. Which team will play the most different champs at Worlds?
You just wrote that off like it was nothing.
I did pick NRG. What? You can't see.
I hate you so much.
Probably G2,
Yeah, I
right?
think G2 is like number one on my list to do that.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like,
I get it.
come
I
on.
get it. I get it. Jesus Christ. All right. Now we have one final thing that we have to do.
What?
Picks.
What is this? Oh, choose two teams to advance? What is that? What's WQS?
World's qualifying series. Because only one of these two teams actually gets into play-ins. Notice how it says at
Oh,
the bottom,
so,
pick carefully. If you pick Golden Guardians but BDS wins, you do not get the other.
huh. Can I wait till they play?
No, it locks 5 days, 4 hours, so it locks before the game starts.
Just continue. I mean, they would, to be fair, if both of them were in it.
They would.
PSG. And...
It's not going to be GAM. It's obviously not going to be anybody on the bottom row, barring Golden Guardians. And it's not going to be R7. So it's literally between Loud, PSG, and Golden Guardians.
Does Golden Guardians beat BDS?
Well, that's the question. That's what we got to debate. Do you actually, like, where does your litmus test stand with Golden Guardians right now?
Licorice Adam.
I
Who's
think
their
Licorice
jungler?
can handle Adam.
Who's BDS's jungler?
Sheo?
It's like Sheo, right?
Yeah.
And then Nuke is their mid laner.
I think
Crowny's their...
River Gory, when Gory is like not mentally like frustrated, now that he's had time to be back at Worlds, is going to be better than Nuke Sheo. The only difference I worry about is the bot lane. We have to shut down Crowny, which is not going to be easy.
I'm fine with Stixay and Crowny. To be honest, Stixay's not been playing bad.
So in that case, so top lane, who do you give it to?
Neither. I don't know. I don't want either of them.
Okay, mid jungle is always going to be more important though. Okay, so
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Golden Guardians.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I think Golden Guardians is better.
I mean, that's fair. That's entirely fair.
Like, I just think they're better than them. I don't know why. I just feel like they're better than them. Like, from watching the two of them, I think that... I mean, they didn't get their unluck, but they're not that good either. They haven't been good the whole back half of the year.
I agree with
Like
you.
BDS. BDS has not been inspiring.
I agree
Right?
with you.
Like, they're pretty... not the best.
Monday is going to be so insufferable if we lose to BDS, though. It is going to be so bad. I am not ready for it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. They're doing this Monday, right?
Sunday night at midnight.
Sunday night at midnight? Well, guess who won't? Who's on that schedule?
Guess who's not watching it live either? I'm going to wake up before I go to bed.
I'll be watching it live.
Before I go to bed, I'm going to load up the stream and then
pause it.
But the problem is, I don't get to bed until 1. So I'm going to see game 1, no matter what. And then I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. and not be able to control myself. And just go in and quickly watch the game at 4 a.m. half awake. Skim through it, be like, oh, we won or we lost? Cool. Go to bed, wake up like 4 hours later, and then talk about it.
Too bad they put the series number on top.
Yeah.
Like, if maybe I could edit it for you, I'll screen cap the game and then edit out the series number and just make you watch the last game.
Well, no, I watch the unlisted VOD.
Yeah.
If you watch
that's what I do too.
Yeah, so then it's not like there's no. The only thing that you know is that it is time stamped, and you have to try and ignore the time if it's live. If you catch it before the stream is over, which is not going to be possible for this one, during group stage or during Swiss stage, it'll be fine. But like for this, it's going to be next to impossible because when you wake up, you got to tune in and be like, oh, it's a 3-hour series. Like,
Yeah.
who won game one? It's over then.
What's after this? Oh, Swiss.
Yeah.
Swiss is still locked though. Okay.
Yeah, you don't unlock it until we figure out all the teams that are in, and then you have to pick one team to go 3-0, and then your other 7 teams to get out.
Jeez.
That is going to be so
So
much fun.
BDS, GGS, are these all best of threes? Ooh.
GG BDS is a best of 5.
I didn't know these were best of threes though.
Yeah, it's double round robin best of 3s.
Wait, who's Team Wales?
I don't know.
Are they the real winner of?
I think that's the second seed of VCS.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, oops, did we pick the wrong team?
Hang on, let me see. Yeah, they're the second seed from
Yeah,
VCS.
they are.
They stand no chance.
Who will they play? Oh, they play one of us. Okay. I see. Okay.
Yeah, so we're fine.
Oh, these teams. Yeah, these teams are fucked. I mean, they're in a good spot. They'll be fine. But
That's toxic.
yeah, it's toxic. It's toxic to just say the honest truth.
It is.
I mean, they've all been getting better every year, except when they don't.
Except last year when they didn't.
Yeah.
Except MSI this year when we literally stomped every minor region team and it wasn't even close.
Yeah. Top. I'm with Black Luigi. Top is even. He basically said what you said. Bot sup is probably BDS. Mid jungle is GG. But I think bot sup is not as big a gap as mid jungle is.
Yeah, I think like we clear them mid jungle.
Only because we have Koreans and they don't.
Exactly.
Or we have Easterners, because technically River is PCS, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was one other bit of news about import rule this week that I forget came out. Oh, what was it? What drama happened this week besides the M&S fine?
Which is just.
Look, if you're gonna
I
set the
won't
example,
speak on it.
if you're gonna set the
I won't
example, you gotta
speak on
set the
it.
example. Like that's.
I know, I won't speak on it. I know where you stand, but I just don't know. I don't know.
I think they need to be way more consistent with this shit.
Yeah.
If you're gonna issue that penalty to him, like anybody that does anything like that, you have to penalize them.
Yep.
There was something with the import rule though. I know there was. Oh, Prince.
I'll Google it.
It was,
That's it.
Yeah, it was Prince leaving FlyQuest.
Not a big deal to me.
Not a big deal to me either, but people were once again pissed.
I saw.
And I do agree to a certain extent of like, I'm sorry, but how bad is GMing right now in LoL esports, at least in NA? You can't keep thinking you're the fucking answer, that your org is different than the rest, and then you keep having the same shit happen to you? Come on.
Yeah, I get like why everybody was mad about it. I understand people don't what is it? They don't like the fact that imports come and go a lot, but you can't deny that like importing is going to keep happening because that gave them the best chance having Prince.
It did, but at the same time, like you're fucking the region. Beyond just giving yourself a chance to win.
Yes.
Like, I don't care if you I mean, I've made it bluntly clear. I don't care if you import, that's fine. Just fucking import smarter. What's the point of signing these guys to big deals when they're just going to collapse halfway through the year, as this happened every single time? Barring Berserker so far, but even then people were worried that he might leave. Berserker, someday. Impact, Core JJ. Is there anybody else I'm forgetting that's like a long-term import that's been here, like post Bjergsen Double Lift era?
I mean, Gory River have been here for like 2 years now.
Okay, Gory River's a good example of two of them. but they also are coming from minor regions.
Yeah, kinda.
Gory wasn't
Kinda.
starting. Uh, was Gory starting LCK?
I don't know. Yeah, who he?
Who he's a again.
Jensen.
That's what I'm saying. Past that era, past the Hooney Jensen double lift, like
Oh, well,
Sven's
my
Herring.
thing is, still like, I think importing gets a lot of hate, but when importing works out, it's not bad at all. Like,
Yeah,
it's pretty healthy. I get people don't like seeing importing because they want every NA player to get a shot, but orgs have obviously decided that they just don't want to give NA players a shot, and like North American top of the ladder is pretty dead, or it's a pretty weak point, I'd say, for NA. So I don't know what you do. I mean, most of our top ladder, for some reason, we have a huge, at least for Riot, toxicity issue. Like with our junglers, and our jungler is probably one of our best talents. Like, because our top of the ladder used to be like Tarzan, Tarzan, Night Blue, and what was it? Like, this is obviously way back in the day, Night
yeah.
Blue and Dardoch, and just nobody was willing to house them.
I mean, we've got decent players in academy now. Like, there's no
Yeah, we
denying
do.
that we have some pretty decent talent. It's just like I think this goes to the whole publicity problem. Being on an academy team is not enough to get your name known. You
No,
gotta
yeah,
be
for sure.
you gotta be like top of the ladder as well and like really putting yourself out there. I don't know, like just you gotta be marketing yourself to a certain extent more, but at the same time it's like who you marketing to at this point. I don't think very many I don't think very many of these guys understand social media and they are in the position where it's like sure you want to grind your ass off to get there, but you also like you're a more valuable asset to the league if you actually have a brand attached to you. That's why Sniper
Yeah,
is more hyped up than most other prospects, despite there probably being better people than him.
and losing Griffin's gonna hurt really bad.
Yeah.
Like, we've already talked about it. It's not the end of the world, but it's definitely like not good. It's not where you want to be as a region because he's probably the best prospect we have in jungle. Like, uh, so that kind of sucks.
Agreed.
But I think what's gonna help. I mean, this is way deeper rabbit hole than it needs to be. I think if they can just build out that college system, things will get a lot better.
I
And it
agree.
looks like we are building it out pretty well. Like, Ole Miss is putting out stuff on Twitter. I saw like, so I know that's like a pretty random college to be the forefront of college esports, but it's a Power Five school,
I
like
mean, yeah,
making
it's
a big deal
SEC.
about their college, yeah, esports, which is huge. It's not, no offense to the guys who like made it happen, like Maryville and all of them, but it becoming mainstream is going to rely on that,
Yeah.
like mainstream colleges. Nobody really knows who Maryville is. So
Shout
when
out.
Maryville wins, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Inevitably, like the college scene, nobody really knows who that is.
Shout out to Chris and Brandon who run the Ole Miss program, or at least Chris is the general manager. Uh,
Mhm.
she's the one that's been posting pictures of Luna on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought that's funny, small world, because I've seen those accounts before posting about like Ole Miss esports stuff, and I've always thought that's fun, so I like it. And you know, Twitter is now they just give you, or X is now,
Yeah.
they give you more content like that, so it made me chuckle. But then seeing that come up with Luna, I was laughing. I
Uh,
was like, Luna, the face of Ole Miss esports.
that would be hilarious. Coco just left hung out to dry,
Yeah.
not getting any attention. Luna gets all of it.
But Ole Miss, like, I just saw that and I thought it was a big deal. I was like, that's pretty crazy. Like, that's a big school.
Yeah. You need more D1
So,
schools. You need so many more D1 schools for it to
yeah.
be relevant. You got to get it like you said, great that Maryville's doing it, and I'm glad that like Harrisburg University and the smaller schools are, but like you need Duke, you need UNC, you need Clemson,
Yeah.
you need Florida, you need
Even Michigan.
Yeah, you need all.
LSU,
You
like,
need these big schools that have more of a
yep,
cultural impact to actually get good at it.
yeah.
They're
I
gonna
mean,
be the ones that.
even Connecticut
Yeah. Oh,
starting an esports
UConn. Yeah.
program, yeah, would be a big deal. Like, get some of these more North schools getting going. Like, let's get some big, like, once again, hope Maryville keeps dominating. Hope they survive out when all the bigger schools get involved. But it's gonna be good if they get involved. Like, it's just the American system,
Yep. I don't
and
know.
it's healthy. It's healthy for college orgs to flourish, or it's better for us if they
Yeah.
flourish.
Because it's now going to be a question for many pros, and I think it's going to put the LCS in like a really interesting spot where, like, if you're paying players, league minimum salary
Mhm.
because financially you're not in the best spot, but then colleges can give you, a little bit of education, and you're playing esports while also studying, like,
Yeah, yeah. If you can, like, I don't know how they juggle it all, but
how do college
if you
athletes
can,
juggle it all?
yeah. Well, I was gonna add, like, if they could do streaming as well, like, that would be huge because getting those college teams to play, like, that'll be a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that scene would have to, like, I think it would be better off for that scene if they did tournaments with, like, content creators, like that last Drew Doot one or something.
Yeah.
But you have, like, I don't know who in NA run one, like,
I don't even think you need, like, sure you sure you want the content creators involved, but like if I'm a college and I'm doing an esports event like this, I'm making it a party.
yeah,
Like, just create like behind the summit vibes where like
mm,
it's, a house that you're bringing all the colleges into, and like you celebrate at the end with a house party. And like
yep,
do something like that where like it's cool, you're streaming it, but then you're also adding, an experience for everybody. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
That would be my answer.
It'll be very beneficial if they can get the college scene big because the college scene is gonna help a lot, and hopefully, like you were saying, people go to it because of the fact you get an education, sets you up for life, all that jazz.
Yeah. Is that
And
75K to relocate yourself out to LA really worth it instead of like playing and getting your
yeah,
education?
and your only other option if you want to make more significant money is to change your whole country.
Yeah.
So I think at that point, college is going to become the answer.
Assuming it lives to see that long.
Yeah,
Like, the college
that's
scene is
true.
still very tiny.
It is very
You need
small.
it to take off massively. Like, as much as we're talking about like good things here, like they've got a long route to go. A
They do.
very long route.
They do.
But
Yeah, that's just an LCS in general.
yeah, it really
The
is.
road is about to be it's about to be a hike.
But hey, I'm still excited for it.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
gonna be good.
there's so many easy changes that you can make, but that's not for this episode. That's for post Worlds.
I was
We'll get
pretty
into that.
excited. Drew Dude's finals had like 60K on his stream and like 60K on No Way for Use.
And the format was so good.
Format
So
was great.
good.
Did you get to catch any of it?
I watched a little bit of it, not a lot, but they need that in pro. That was so needed.
Yeah,
And I can't stand the argument of people like, "Oh, we want to see the most competitive product." If pros can't play more than 10 fucking champions, they're
yeah.
pros. Get
And
good.
that's kind of the whole argument is like in League, it's one of the only places where like variance sets you apart from other things. Like having multiple strategies and having different team comps in pro play is what's supposed to make it really interesting.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be like football and basketball where the game can only be played one way
Yep.
and it's played one way for the rest of the year. Like there's supposed to be variance. There's 130 like something 140 plus champs.
160 plus champs.
160 plus champs. And we're only watching like 10. Like
Yep.
that's not okay for the health of the esport.
No.
You need variance.
I agree. But I need to wrap this up. I got stuff I got to do around the apartment. Any final
That's
words
good.
you want to give prior to World's officially kicking off.
Now I guess just go somebody, because my team doesn't have a region yet.
Go North America. Go Rebellion is the right way you should be.
Shopify Rebellion. Really rolls off the tongue.
You're a Golden Guardians LCS stand for now. I'll beat that into you. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll catch you later. VOD will be out on YouTube tomorrow. Adios. See you around.
Yep.